Hello and welcome back to my channel. In my last video that I presented to you on 2nd of January 2022, it was about generic strategies of how incumbent companies could respond to digital first competitors. Today, I bring to you an interesting case of a company that I greatly admire. It is the Ford Motor Company, and how Ford Motor Company, over a long period of 15 to 16 years, have been transforming themselves from a classical OEM to a mobility player. And going through it has gone through very distinct phases. Now, what I intend to bring out in this discussion, in this short video, is under tenures of different CEOs, how the stock has performed, and therefore answers a very important question on the impact of strategic decisions in digital transformation on stock prices and how that has panned out in the case of Ford Motor Company over a period from 2016 till today. That said, let us go to the main discussion. Ford Motor Company, from the classical OEM manufacturer to Ford Smart Mobility, their journey. Now, we start this discussion from 2006, the start of the iconic leader Alan Mulally's tenure. Alan Mulally actually is a man who is credited to have transformed Ford. And when Ford in this period went through a transformation, went through tough times to the 2008 and 9 economic crisis, when its sales hit rock bottom, Alan Mulally and the CFO raised 24 billion in cash, avoiding a government bailout by mortgaging Ford's key assets. Post recession, the sales recovered and the company turned to growth, which attracted new vehicle models like the Ford Fusion and the refurbished F 150 truck line. Now, as you could see, when he joined, which was in September 2016, the stock price was an abysmal $5.61, and it went down to $12.27, a 219 times return over an 8-year period. But he is not the hero of the story. The hero of the story is a gentleman called Mark Fields, who was a Harvard Business School graduate of 1989 and who took over from iconic Alan Mulally from July 2014, and his tenure was till May 2017. This man actually set the seeds of disruptive innovation which defined the auto industry. He actually confronted new challenges of autonomous vehicles, the rise of Chinese electrified vehicles, and so on and so forth. The big slogan that he gave the company was "one foot in today and one foot in tomorrow" as we transform FMC from a classical auto OEM player to a player in mobility. However, as you can see on the left, the stock prices plummeted from 12.27 to USD $9.03 the day he left, a fall of 26%. But in that same time, he actually was credited to have recorded the highest profits for the company during his tenure. A man who actually led the disruptive transformation in process was actually reprimanded by plummeting stock prices. You would be encouraged to watch his Stanford Business School interview in 2016, and also his keynote address in the World Mobile Conference in Barcelona in February 2016. The links of both these YouTube videos are in the comments column of this video. Now, after Mark Fields, he was replaced by James Hackett, and during his tenure, also the stock prices plummeted to 28%. However, the current incumbent, Jim Farley, who took over in October 2020, till date, the stock prices has seen a growth of 175%. So, coming back, Alan Mulally, 217% growth. The man who actually set the transformation in place and the stage of transformation saw a plummet, and his successor 26 and 28% drop in stock prices. In the case of Jim Farley, who took over in October 2020, 175% in increase in prices. So what I did was I actually kind of plotted the stock prices from March 16 till September 2021. From the onset of key strategic decisions, which is the $1 billion investment for development of level 4 autonomy, Ford AV LLC, and the start of Ford Mobility, which has been articulated very well. His vision has been very well articulated in the World Mobility Congress and in the Stanford interview, till the launch of the the Ford Mustang, the EV SUV, and so on and so forth. Stock prices plummeted till such time that when actual vehicles came in place, the stock prices were giving a negative return. Now, having said so, the point that I'm trying to make is when key strategic decisions are taken, there is a negative impact in this particular case on stock prices till one realizes cash flows. However, Mark Field's tenure was only for 3 years, and so was his successors. But if he would have given a tenure like Alan Mulally, probably he would have taken Ford to a very, very different level of performance and so on and so forth. The important question is, should CEOs who are leading the transformation given a full tenure for them to bear the results or the fruits of the efforts and their vision? Very important question for us to consider and for boards to consider. With that, I leave you with more questions, which I'll probably try to solve in the next videos. Happy watching, and do watch the YouTube videos in the links section, which will give you a perspective of what Mark Fields was set out for and how he led the transformation of Ford. Thank you for your time. Till we meet again.